For July 25th, Emmett Fox, the title is Taking Material Steps. When you set out to solve a problem by means of prayer, you should take all the ordinary normal steps in addition. Do not simply pray and then sit down and wait for something dramatic to happen. For instance, if you're praying for position, you should pray for it as well as you know how each day, and then go out and visit agencies or prospective employers, write applications, or insert advertisements in suitable periodicals. If you want a healing, treat about it in whatever way you usually find to be best, and in addition, take whatever material steps seem to be appropriate. If your business is not prospering, have a checkup to discover if you are managing it efficiently. If you find weak points, as you almost certainly will, you must correct them forthwith. We certainly cannot expect to go on breaking the laws of the plane on which we live and expect prayer to compensate for this foolishness. Whatsoever thy hand find to do, do it with all thy might. And that quote was from Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10.
Thank you, Phyllis. We are lucky tonight. Now that we're back here and it's summer, Frieda has consented to come share with us one of her great talks. So Frieda, come on up, grab yourself a chair.
I'm reading from material written by Robert Brumet, The Power of Intention. The first step in any spiritual practice is to be clear of your intention. In general, transformational spiritual practice is a discipline engaged with the intention of freeing yourself from the trance of the ego. Thus freed, you experience reality directly rather than having it filtered and distorted by your past conditioning. One example of this is mindfulness practice, wherein we hold the intention to be fully present in every moment. Working with this intention dissolves the ego's constructed reality, which is always based in the past or in the future. Another example is in the practice of generosity, which will disrupt the ego's propensity for acquisition and possessiveness. In transformational spiritual practice, you are not trying to attain a specific goal. You are not trying to control your experience or make something happen. You are not striving to find peace or to stop thinking or to become enlightened. You simply set an intention and then do your best to live it in each moment. An intention is not a future goal. It is something that you are doing or not doing right now. When you become aware that you're not doing it, you simply remember your intention and return to it. I am present in this moment, or I am not. I am practicing generosity in this moment, or I am not. The ego's basic assumption is that happiness lies somewhere in the future, and that if we get it right, then we're guaranteed happiness. This pattern can hijack your spiritual practice. If you feel frustration or self-criticism in your practice, then you may have fallen into this ego trap. If you find yourself striving for a particular experience or goal, then simply ask yourself, am I doing the practice in this moment or not? And if not, then let go of the past and the future and return to the practice in this moment. The skillful question is not, how do I get to X or get rid of Y, but what is my intention? And am I living it right now? It's virtually inevitable that you will stray from your intention. So being aware of when this happens is an essential part of spiritual practice. Living your intention is always a choice, and only if there is awareness in the present moment do you ever have a choice. With mindfulness practice, the intention is to be aware in each moment and to accept, non-resist, every internal experience that arises. The primary intention is awareness. The secondary intention is acceptance. Inherent in this intention is to notice when you're not aware or when you're not accepting your present moment experience. Then remember your intention and return to awareness and acceptance in this moment. And then return to it again and again and again. If you see spiritual practice in terms of goal attainment, then you will become frustrated and will eventually give up. And the ego wins another victory. The only way to defeat the ego is not to do battle with it, but to go to the place where it cannot survive in present moment. Becoming aware in this moment, you then return to your practice. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, then go ahead and go back. Yeah. Wow. This is interesting because I was talking with someone yesterday who was talking, she has a religious practice, I think it has to do with Gurdjieff.
What?
The philosopher Gurdjieff. And she was saying that a major part of it is the belief that what is active inside you that you don't know about is what's running your life. And what she's talking about is disabling that which you don't know about through, I'll call it prayerful intent, and just continuing to go back to it. Thank you. Dear God, we thank you for having gathered this community together. We thank you, dear God, for caring for each one of us, for uplifting us closer to you at all moments. We thank you for setting aside this time when we can gather and share and care for one another, learn more about you, become closer to you. We thank you for the good you are preparing to rain down upon us from this moment into the future through the time that we are able to rejoin each other in this community. We thank you for providing this place, or I should say these places and these ways that we can gather, so that whether we're near or far geographically, we're still near with each other in the heart and with you. We thank you for the healings you're sending our way, the commissions you are handing to us to carry out your work in this place, and for the healings you're giving each one of us at this very minute. For all this good, for all your love, dear God, and for your trust in us, we say thank you, and we'll do our very best to be worthy of your trust and your love. Amen.